Hey everybody, I'm Brandon72MO, and welcome back to Planet Coaster, Part 46 of this complete series. And at the end of the last episode, I said I was going to finish all this off between episodes, and I decided, you know what, no, let's just do it in a video. Let's go ahead and just record it all. So there's several things I want to do today. I want to fix this cave opening. I did go ahead and delete the queue path that was back here, so I want to fill all this in. No need for that to be as open as it is now, especially since there's a big light right there. I just realized that. How did that light wind up there? Let's get rid of you by shoving you into the rock right there. Goodbye. And then I want to get rid of all these explosions, or not get rid of them. Let's start there, actually. I just kind of want to redo them. I kind of went overboard with them, so let's... It's these exploding barrels. So for now, let's delete them all, because there are a few too many. And I think we're going to replace them with something. That's just an explosion thingy. That's not even... I had water in there at one point, and I want water in there again. I wanted standing water. I had it. It held water at one point. It won't anymore, though. I don't know why. Is it open to somewhere else that would flood somewhere? Probably. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about water. We're going to get rid of these explosions. Oh, I think this one's okay. But I've got another one somewhere else. Oh, I've got one in here. That's going to be a booger to find. Oh, you know it's not. It's right there. There you go. Get rid of you. And I kind of like the idea of this exploding barrel here. Though I think I want to maybe move it down a little bit. I don't know. And actually I want to put it right next to the dynamite to make it look like it has a reason to be exploding. So let's move it over this way. And then back some right there. And then down. So it's right there. So that takes care of the big, weird stuff for explosions happening. And we'll eventually put one or two back in. Is that a hole still going to somewhere? No. Okay, good. So let's go back out here. Let's close this off a little bit. Where does this go? Oh, that's where I was trying to dig out a path once upon a time. Yeah, we'll deal with that some other time. Let's fix this. And to do that, we want to go into terrain. We don't care about the exploding barrel anymore. Thanks. I want to pull, and I do want my surface lock on, and I want to close it back up right here. Ooh, that is really rough looking. I need to smooth this out first, though, because I'll just wind up pulling it back out. Whoa, what is that? What is that? Is there a building or something right there? I don't know what that is. It almost looks like it put a path up there, doesn't it? What the hell is that? I don't even know. Anyway, let's fix this bit here. Make this look a little cleaner. I want to push this out of the way. Oh, it's not going to let me. Why not? Can I pull it then? Let's go a little higher. Oh, I can't really pull it either. What is that wood? I can pull all that in, but I can't pull this in. Is it because the queue's right here? Oh, wait. Whoa. There it went. It suddenly decided to do it at the last second. I can't get rid of those really jagged edges, and I think it's because of the queue. And if I delete the queue, it's going to shut the ride down again. But risk we have to take. They're like, okay, we're leaving. So let's get rid of the path for now. Let's get rid of the ride for now. Come on, hurry up. Get out. Get out. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, and I also decided I didn't like this weird little curve here. I'm just going to make it go right there. Like, this. Right here. I Give me as close to a 90 as you can get here. Angle snap. There we go. That's better. I like that better. In fact, let's carry that idea through to its logical conclusion. There we go. That looks better. So delete this bit of path. So I think actually let's smooth out that end while we're at it, as it does do weird things. Come on, go away. Thank you. And then probably to right about there should be enough. Let's go back to the train, see if I can now push this out of the way. No, something has still got me locked. Okay, maybe it's this part of the path. Get rid of it until it lets me play with that train. You're fine, I'm sure. Alright, so train. That was the problem. Alright, so push all that up. Just to smooth it out. And then gonna open this up a little bit for now, because I want to go in and level it. Or flatten its foundation. What's called leveling in a lot of other games is flatten in this game. So we'll open this up just to close it back off later, which I know seems a little backwards, but this will give me more room to work in for now. Yeah, I think that's fine. And honestly, I think I want to get rid of this big bulge here. Actually, no, it's fine. We'll just smooth it out some, though. Like that, so it's not quite as weird looking. Okay, so back down here. Let's go in and flatten this out a little bit better. Whoa, come here. Come here. Stay over here, please. Thank you. Alright, flatten the foundation. In back through here. All the way back to here where it was doing that weird thing. And I also decided, in the last episode we opened this up into this cave and I said no I don't, or in this mine, and I said I didn't want that. Well, now I do. I actually do. To make it, what I'm going to do is make it look like it's all part of the same mining operation. It should be the same level. So I'm going to bring in some decoration, some mining stuff back in here. In this area that I've got open. I just think it look cool. I just do. So we are going to open that up to that. I'll move these lights though, because I don't like that they're just so visible. So we'll move this one over to here. Like that. And I think that one's okay. It's okay if we have one visible, but... Oh, but now you can see, I need to close it off a little bit because you can see that weird part where the track doesn't quite meet up. But that's okay, we can close in this corner and that should hide that. Yeah? Let's go back here where the key will be. Which will be like right here. Just barely out of sight. Cool. Alright, so... is this all nice and flat now? Let's get right down here to the ground level and look at it. Looks pretty damn flat to me. It's kind of hard to tell with some of these weird reflections going on. But it looks better. So let's put the cue back in. And then go from there. No, not you. Don't auto-connect. Do not auto... Bastard. What did I say? Don't auto-connect. And what did you do? You auto-connected. So I want this to meet up to there. So I want this side to come... Can you come straight down there? No, you can't. So come out one more. Can't really tell if that's straight or not. From the angle that I'm at, it's really difficult to tell. So you... and then turn 45 degrees and go straight under. Here we go. Come on. There you go. And then you two meet up. And this one, come right beside it. Follow it as best you can there, buddy. Let's turn off angle snapping for the time being. so I can get this lined up nicer. Right there's my limit. Yeah, looks like that's my limit. And then turn angle snapping back on so we can get back into a straight line here. And we should be able to get this thing to come out. Need to connect. There we go. Okay, so we can reopen this. Don't have to test it or anything, so we didn't make any changes. And now, hopefully, I say optimistically, I can close this back in. I hope. I don't really like the way that frame looks there, but I can do something about that with some props. Okay, so I want it open for about 2/3 and then closed and then open here. So where can I start pulling that it'll let me close it in? Good question, Brandon. So about there is where I want it to meet up, like right underneath where the coaster itself is. So let's pull there and see what I can accomplish. Come on, no, down, straight down, straight down. No, no straight down? It's because the path is there. So let's pull straight down from here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's come out here so I can see what I'm doing. Back up, back up. Come on, there you go. So right off of this now. Just keep pulling, keep pulling. Again, I'm leaving my intensity turned way down because I don't want to make any sudden changes, though I might need to turn it up a little bit here. Let's come up from the bottom some more. I want this as close to this path as I can get. Keep growing, keep growing. There you go. Oh, look, they're about to connect. There we go. Now that they're connected, I can work with it. Okay. So then, whoa, got really laggy there all of a sudden. So let's pull out from this side. This game's just really hammering my CPU. There we go. Keep closing that in. Like that. How's that look? Not too bad. I need to fill in this area though to make this look a little more believable. And then probably push this bottom back in some. Yeah. So let's fill in this area some right here. Like that. That way it's open there to see the waterfall, and it's open there to see into the queue. Let's pull this around and then pull this so it kind of flows a little more naturally. And actually, I do want this to kind of come out here. Keep coming. Keep coming. Right here. Just so it looks like that goes all the way down to the water. There we go. How's that look from all angles? I think it looks fine. Wow, you can actually see all the way outside now from here. That's kind of cool. Okay, cool. That takes care of this area, and we'll come back and do our decoration in a minute. First, I do, however, want to make it all rocky again, because it did add a lot of grass back in, which is fine. Actually, I can bump up 100%. There we go. And make it even bigger. There, let's get a lot of this done at once. Same for right here. The lights make it look like it's the right terrain, but it's not. You can somewhat see it changing there. Alright, what are we looking like back here? Mostly rocky. Some grass still, though, so let's get rid of that. Paint all of this in. There we go. That's nice and rocky looking now. Not sure if I ever painted underneath in the pond, so we'll do that now. Alright, so that takes care of that problem. Still needed to decorate back there inside the queue, but that's easy enough. The next problem we have is where these bathrooms are. And I know from experience that These guys are just going to be in the way of terrain, so for now we're going to put them over here. You live there for now. And it's going to bitch at me that bathroom block, blah, 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 doesn't have a connection, but we'll deal with it. Alright, so we need to now go into paths and delete you and you, and then fill in this big area where the queue used to be. And for that, we'll bring the intensity down, but not as low as we were going. So we do want to make some big changes here. Not that small. And also not surface lock. I just want to put all this back in. To where? Right about here? Yeah, right about here. Let's just fill this in. All of it. And then we'll have to dig the bathroom back out, but that's easy. I've dug out enough of these buildings. Basically, you put the building in and then go in and just push until it looks fine. So, same thing here. Oh, I want to be able to see all of this, though. Right here. Let's do down here, too. This might even fix some of the other problems I was having with this area, where I just didn't really care for how it was doing things. I think this is going to solve a lot of those problems. Let's go from right here now. Get right up to the edge of these tracks, so it's just popping through as it comes back in. Come on, keep pulling. Keep pulling. Is that all you're going to give me? Apparently so. What if there's any way I can bury all this without it looking nuts, and then I'd wind up burying that too. I guess, but see, I need this to be outside, because then what's the point of me having built that for them? The oil well area. So I guess we'll just have to have that exposed and be fine with it. I like that you see the train a little bit too. Oh, we need to paint this though. Glad I came up here. That does need rocking up. All of this, not over there though. Oh, actually no, over here is fine too. All of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. You too. Okay, so back down in the hole we go. So I've got this pretty well closed off, but it is a little green in some places. There we go. So now how are we doing on this end? Did we get it all closed back off or not? Not quite. There's probably still a hole somewhere. Yeah, there's a big hole right here. Yeah, we need to pull all that in. So come in here. I just want to fill it up. You don't have to. I mean, the game will be fine if I leave big holes back here. I just don't want to. Because if I do anything there later, I don't want to suddenly be surprised and be like, oh yeah, I forgot I had a big cave right there. So let's fill that in now. Like that. And it's going to make a nice flat wall, because the path is right there. Okay, so put the bathrooms back. And they were what? Right here? They were really close to this. Actually, they were right there on that pole, so we will grab them. And let's lower them down to queue path level and then push them back. Because that pole is right in the middle there. I don't know if that's the right level or not. We'll find out in a minute. Actually, let's spin it just a little bit. No angle snapping, though. Turn you off. Like, this is how I placed all these buildings to begin with. I built one and then just copied it and put it in the side of a hill somewhere and then went from there. So paths are going to do weird things because of the terrain right now. Easy fix. We go to push. We bring our intensity way, way down. We start by flattening the foundation in just small bits. That might be a little too small. Okay, that's not going to work, so we'll just push this out of the way. Just until the bathroom gets exposed properly. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. Because it should... Actually, if I scenery lock it... Okay, so that's not going to let me do that. So I do need to turn scenery lock off. And then we just push until the inside of the bathroom appears. And then same on this side. And then the paths should work themselves out. Keep going. And I'm okay if some of the building shows through on the side. Actually, I kind of like it when some of the building shows through on the side, so this is fine. Keep going away. There you go. You're all gone. Now a little bit here. Just a little more. Little more. Little more. Little more. Almost. And we've got it. So, let's see if I can now flatten this out. Because if not, my path is going to do weird things. See, it's not wanting to connect. It's too low. Alright, let's raise up the building. When I have it at the right level, they should just connect like that. There we go. That works. Bathrooms are back in. Whoop. Though I need to move them over just a tad. Come on. For some reason, clicking X wasn't working, so I had to click the button manually. And maybe just a little bit more back. Like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's fixed. Quit doing that. So, just a matter of putting the rocky terrain back in. Like so. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. Okay, and that fixes all of the terrain issues that we had over here, I do believe. Just taking another look through. Yeah. I dig that this has, like, a column coming down right here. Well, I wonder if people are going to hit their heads right there. No, it's high enough. That's really pretty. I like it. Probably even close this in a little bit. Yeah, let's see if I can't close this in just a little bit. Pull. 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 Keep pulling. Keep pulling. I want to be right here at the edge of where the ride starts. There we go. And then I want to come around this side and pull from here. Right like here. Just fill this in nicely. Make a nice solid wall here. How's that look from out here? Fantastic. And then a little bit right here. A little bit. Just a little bit. Right here. Just make this a little thicker. Yeah. Yes! Actually, a little more. Maybe hide that bit on the queue there. There. Yes, I'm happy with it. Okay. Paint it all back up. Bump my intensity up so I'm actually accomplishing something. There we go. And now we are ready to do some building on the queue, or on the train station, or on the ride station, or whatever. Oh, I don't like this little bit right here. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. We're going to get this train stuff done. There. Now I like it. Which caused some grass to reappear, which I'm going to say go away. There we go. Okay, this is going to be the easiest building I've ever built, because it's not even going to really be a building. It's just going to be beams, and that's it. So we're going to start building on foundation, and we're going to line them up with where these beams are here. Really simple to do. I want wood. And I don't think I want those. It's going to be kind of hard to see what I'm doing here. Can I get these lined up? Or do I have to use the other beams? Let's see what it looks like if I do it this way. If it looks... How does that look? Well, it didn't place it. Why not? Okay, edit building. Why didn't you place it? Go back in. Go back to wood. Where'd you go? Where are you? Okay, you are there. Okay. Place it. Thank you. Alright, how does that look? Other than the fact they're not quite lined up for some strange reason. It is right there on where that beam underneath is, so I'm happy with that. And I think if I just go straight up with those until they're in the ceiling, that's all I really have to do, then build a couple cross beams, and it'll be good to go. So why aren't you lining up with that one? When you're over there, Jesus. Alright, so let's go custom. Let's go all the way into the ground with this one. Oh, I need to build on station because I just deleted the that was there by deleting the last piece. So go straight down. And then the next one on top, and then until we're in the ceiling. Like that. Just that. That's all this building's going to be. It's just these guys. And then I'll build some cross beams. I just want it to kind of look like this is supporting the cave that's been dug out. Come on, go over there. Hey, 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 where are you? Why aren't you going where I'm asking you to? Well, it just refuses to move. Fine, we'll, let's go get another one. So you go down, you go up. Oh, it didn't put the one down. I think I'm clicking at my menu. Must be. Are you in the ceiling? Not quite yet. You are now. And then my next one's right here. Hello. Thank you. Nope. Click. Put it down. So hard to work in these confined spaces. As you can see, like I can't back up because there's a wall right here. So it's kind of difficult to see what the fuck I'm doing. Come on. Right. There you go. And then for your friend, wow, there's people riding this. That one's already in the ceiling. Cool. And then over here on the corner. Right here. Where are you? Where are you? No, not there. Right. Maybe I can look at this top down. Maybe. I don't know if I can get that lucky. I think I'm already running into... Yeah, I'm running into the ceiling. I guess on the corner's fine. There you go. You're in the ground. One above. You're not quite in the ceiling yet. So there. I'm going to have one here. One here. And I think you're in the ceiling, aren't you? Yep. So then... Probably not going to be able to get away with one here. But what if I bring the grid down? I could, but it's not necessary. I think it'll look fine without it. So there. And right there. And you're in the ceiling. Now, right here next to the queue might be a problem. No, it's going to work out fine. Just enough space. And that'll let me hang lights on either side of that pole right there. And then... Where are you? There you are. There you are. And you're in the ceiling. And come on. Come here. There you go. And then you. How we doing? Oh, it's looking fantastic. Very simple, I know, but it's how I want it. And then come out to the corner, and you're in the ceiling. Perfect. Then down here, so it's just a frame around the edges, but I do need one on this guy. Right. And are you in the ceiling? You're in the ceiling. So it's just gonna be those beams, and then off of them, I'll find my lowest one. Oh, there's one that doesn't go in the ceiling. I'll find my lowest bit, and then I'll build beams out of the using the other wooden beam, because these guys can't be spun around. And I'll kind of build a cross section, like a frame, all around. Ooh, God, that's my lowest section right there. So that won't work. I'll build it off of like about that height there. And then we'll build a frame that goes across. And we'll make some nice little cross members. And it'll be good to go. And for that, I'm going to speed up the footage because I also want to get into decorating back here in this video. So enjoy the Planet Coaster music. Okay, so that takes care of what is essentially a building. I mean, it's. I don't think we need a whole lot on this. It's just meant to be a structure that looks like it's built into the cave. It's just a nice wood frame with some cross supports and some lighting. What I want to do, though, is add a couple special effects here. This might be a little more difficult. I want to have some dirt falling when I thought I had a bigger dirt falling than that. Which way is that falling? Is it falling out of the bottom of here? Yeah. When I have some dirt falling that makes it look like the ride is impacting how this all works. And what I'm going to do is place a few of these not quite in the ceiling yet, so I can set them as triggers later, and not in anything. I want them to be out in the open here. Move. We'll put another one like. No, don't align the surface. There we go. Duplicate. Put another one like back here. I want it to be like right above this area. So now come up. And we're going to put these all throughout this cave and then trigger them to either the entrance or the exit just at random. Just to make it look like it's having some impact on the surrounding terrain here. You know, like it's vibrating in the dirt. Just a couple of them. We don't need a lot. So that'll be for that end. And then we'll add the triggers in a minute. And then down here we'll do the same thing. Put one like right outside the ride here. Over and then up. Right there for now is good. And then duplicate you. Probably put another one just outside the ride at this edge. Like right out here. Keep going. You're just outside of it. There you go. And then we'll put one just like right at the edge of the queue here. So we have falling dirt because of the ride vibrations. Now, what we do is triggers, edit triggers, add a trigger, and I want number one right there as it takes off. And we are going to add all three of these. So you are getting added to it. And then I want to add you to it. And then I want to add you to it. And I want to delay these just a little bit so they don't all go off at the exact same time. So we'll put a 0.1 on that one and a 0.2 on that one. So they're going off at slightly different times. And then we will add a trigger. And we're going to drag it all the way back over here. I think it'll let me do that. Yeah, it will. So that it looks like as it's rumbling back in, it's causing these to go off. And we'll probably put it like right there. And then we will add objects. So you. And you. And where'd you go? You. There we go. And then same thing, I want to put a little bit of delay on these guys. 0.1, so they're not all going off at the exact same time. I want that one to go off first, that one second, and then the one over there third. So let's put this in 0.2. This one 0.1. And that should take care of that. Now I can put these in. No, I don't want to duplicate it. I want to move it. I hit Control X is my problem. That one's going to have a hard time finding a spot to go in, isn't it? Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll move it over. There we go, and that shouldn't have gotten rid of the trigger. I don't believe moving them after the fact gets rid of the trigger. Nope, it triggered. Okay, good. And then you just go straight up until you're in the ceiling. There we go. And then the same for this one. Just to give it a nice little effect. A little more realism here. Just to where you're inside. Right there. Okay, and then same thing with these guys down here. Just burying them in the ceiling. And just until you disappear, my friend. Right there. Like that. And then there's one right here somewhere. There it is. And so you go up as well. Like that. And then this one. And then we'll wait for the roller coaster to come back by. And see how this looks. Which should be coming back in any second now. And these should all go off within 1/10 of a second of each other. So we sit here and wait. How you doing? Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to take a drink of water. Here it comes. I hear it. It's coming through the tunnel. Or the tunnel back behind us. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. And then when it leaves, it'll trigger these. So you get off the ride. This guy gets on the ride. One guy. We're going to run the coaster for one guy. Maybe not. It didn't. There it goes. It's going to let him on. Okay. So now when it leaves, it should do the same thing on that end. They're kind of close to each other, so I might want to actually spread those out a little bit. So let's go back into edit triggers. Open these up. You're 0. Let's make this one then half a second and make this one 0.75. Can I do that? 0.8. Alright. And then I'll do the same thing down here. I don't know why I turned to look at them because I don't have to. So you're at 0, so we'll put you at half and you at 0.8 and see if that doesn't look a little better. And now we wait for the coaster to come back by again. Hooray! It seemed like on this end it didn't look like it was that big of a deal with them going off so close to each other, but meh. We'll deal with it. Alright, here it comes. I hear it rumbling behind us. There we go. Yeah, that's better that they go off at different times now. So same thing, we'll wait for it to go this direction and see how these look. Look them over here so we can see all three of them nice and clear. 2 people this time. Woohoo! At least people are riding it. It may not be very profitable. Alright, so let's see how this looks. Yeah, that's better that they go off at different times. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's get some lighting on this queue. Which, to do that, I think I'm going to trick it and add it to the building. Just because that's going to make it easier to duplicate things. And I'm just going to use this pole right here. Duplicate it. And I need to actually make sure it's straight. Whoops. I undid it. Alright, let's grab another one. There we go. Duplicate, advance move. Rotate it down. We're going to just make some simple light poles out of these. What I need to do, though, is make it nighttime here. Let's move this into place, roughly. Really hard to work in these tight areas. So what I need is probably, let's see where it starts getting dark. Ooh, right there on the edge. Okay. So I need one right here in the corner. Get my light back so I can see where I'm putting this. AM. Hello, I clicked AM, I thought. There we go. And then you come here. Then come down so I can see where I'm actually putting you. There we go. And I'm just going to run these from floor to ceiling as well. So I want you right on the edge here. Right. Just outside of the pole. Or outside of the railing, I mean. Just like that. And then, oh, it's going to be hard to do this one. The arrows are way up there. There, how's that look? It's cutting in a little bit, but I'm okay with that. So we'll do that, and then cancel out, and then I want the light on. I'm going to have to move the lights, but I think I want the light on this side. I'll have to move the lights around several times, I'm sure. We're just going to go get our old trusty iron bracket here. If I can find it. The one that we have used a bajillion times before. Spin it around. Actually, what's it look like if I do it this way? Just as a change. I think it'll look fine. Move it up. Yeah, I can get away with moving it up. This is probably the lowest one. So put you there. And then duplicate this light. Bring it on over. And then bring it on down. And then I'll need to spin it as well. Because it's going the wrong way? Yeah, it's going the wrong way. right, like, come on, like that, and then out, and then up. And then I need to look at it from this direction to make sure it's centered. It is not. Right there. Then I might need to move it back and down just a little bit. It's so hard to work in these confined spaces. Alright, so actually no, that's got it right there. Perfect. And then what I can do is duplicate that whole thing. Since I'm in a building, I can duplicate this whole thing now. And move it over. Where are my arrows? There they are. Okay, so now I want to make it nighttime. Because I want to see where exactly I need light. So I don't want too many of them. Is this as dark as we get? This is as dark as we get. So we need one probably about... Actually, you can probably get away with the other corner. Yeah, we can go all the way to that other corner. So, not quite a straight path, is it? And then, go in right there, and then come down some for me. There we go. And then for this one, I need to duplicate the pole. No, not duplicate. Duplicate in advanced move. Just so it goes up into the ceiling. Which it might not. Yeah, it will. There we go. I just want them to look that they're embedded in the rock. Alright, so then we need to do... This side has enough just basic ambient light coming off the ride, and I like that. So what we need to do is then come out to here and light this side of the path. To do that, reselect all this again. No, reselect it all. And give me the light too, please. Oh, come on. Play nice. Oh, why? There we go. We got the light. We got there. We go. Okay. Duplicate. And then we're going to spin it. Maybe if I can find my controls. There they are down there. And way the fuck over here for some reason. We're going to spin it this way. Was that a 90 or a 45? Yeah. And then we're going to bump it back. And then move it all the way down to that end. And then we'll go down there and line it up. And back it up a little bit. Right to there. And then I want it kind of even with where this turn is here. It's back this way a bit. There. That's good. And then duplicate and advanced move again, which is Control X if you're wondering why that just magically appears. To about right. I don't want it to get too dark back here. There we go. And that went onto the path a little bit, so I want to move that back. Guess the ride isn't, or the path isn't quite as straight as I thought. There we go. And then I probably need... Actually, that's all lit over here fine. So I might just need one more kind of here. Yeah. Kind of right there. So I need to now spin it back around. And I know I didn't worry about those being in the ceiling just yet. I'm going to take care of that in a second. Figured it'd be easier to place all these and then go back and just duplicate the pole. Since I had such a hard time selecting the light just a second ago. And then you go down here. Keep going. All the way down to right about there. Maybe a little farther. Right there. And then out. Like that. And that's got this area. I mean, there are dark areas, but I kind of like that it's a little bit dark right by the water. I think it's fine. Okay, so... let me in here. Need you and you. I'm going to do them both at once. Just until they're both in the ceiling. There we go. I'm fine with that seam between the two poles. Looks nice and rough. Ooh, I liked that rock falling. I saw you. It was cool. There. So now we've got pretty good scenery all around. I don't know what my... Oh, the ride scenery is even really high because all the stuff outside and even probably a little bit helping out in here. So the other thing that I want to do is some really basic stuff. Like I said, I wanted to make it look like this was a continuation of the mining area. Like maybe this is like maybe where they sleep. If I can fit the tent in here, I will. So let's go to all. Trail tent small. Yeah, it'll fit. So there we go. We can put a couple tents in here. Make it look like this is where the workers are sleeping at night. Why they would sleep in the mine, I don't know. But I just want something out here, and we'll put one more. Slightly rotated and around like that, and then bring it over. And then we'll give them a nice campfire. Because I think that just looks... I love the color on that. I think that's beautiful. Oh, so pretty. And then back here in the corner, we'll make it look like they unloaded some stuff from the train. So I want crates. Just a bunch of them. Okay, let's turn angle snapping off now. And let's rotate it around a little bit and shove it down just a little bit. There we go. And I just want a bunch of these. Kind of not perfectly lined up. Let's bring the next one. Stack it on top of these two. We'll even bring in some TNT crates and stuff like that. Just enough to give this place some realism. Oh, you know what would look really cool in here? I just don't know if I can make it work. Would be like if it was the crane. Nah, it's too big. So the crane would look kind of cool, but meh. Alright, so what I want to do is say I'm moving that one. Let them come back. No, it won't let me? Okay, never mind then. So let's stack up some dynamite crates then. You're not trying to level, are you? No, okay, good. And push the first one down just a little bit. And then we'll make this one a little off kilter. And then we'll start stacking them up. Like so. And I just keep rotating them a little bit. I just don't like them to look like they're perfectly stacked. I don't know why. It's just, I think it just kind of adds a nice little touch to it if they're all a little off. I just think it looks cool. I'll bring you back. Another one at about the same angle here. Yeah, it just looks like they were in a hurry to unload everything. And I want one more back here. Spun around like that, and then I want one of these guys right here on the edge with a little candle. There we go. And just to add some nice ambience back here, we will tell it we're not looking for a crate anymore. Plop an oil lamp down on there, and that lights up that corner nicely. So let's get the mine cart. Where is it? There it is. I want an empty mine cart, just one of them sitting right here. And then we'll put a light right by it. And I think that will be plenty of decoration for this area. I don't want to overdo it. Let's put a light right behind it. How about behind it? Just so it is casting a shadow this direction. There. And I think that looks pretty damn good. Like I said, I don't know why they'd be camping out inside the mine. But, you know, whatever. Maybe they don't realize they can just walk that little way to go back outside. I do like that you can see out, though. That's kind of cool. So what do you guys think about that? I dig it. I really do. I think this area went from being just a plain ride queue to something really nice. Fairly simple. And if you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Hit that like button, get subscribed if you haven't already, and leave me a comment down below. Until next time, I'm Brandon72MO, and I'll see you in the next video.